that rose. I put some ice on my wrist, it was swole. Still ain't got time with you.
All right, Coach, thank you. There's a look at New Era Field here in Orchard Park, New York. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Buffalo Bills. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Coleman has it here right side. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Allen looks to throw on 2nd down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 12 yards that time, and a Bills first down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Now a first carry for Latavius Murray. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
On 2nd down, here's Allen. And his throw here's incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10.
Detroit! Detroit! Gun! 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 Hot! Hot!
From the gun, it's Allen. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Joey Bosa in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. The Bills send the punter out. Travis Benjamin deep for the Chargers. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Hey, go orange. Orange.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage here back to the 15. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Anthony Barr got a real education at UCLA and playing not just his normal position of stand-up outside linebacker, but down defensive end. So he had to incorporate a variety of moves, take on bigger people. So he learned great leverage while he was there. That really helps him when he's trying to stop people running the ball.
Born in South Bend, Indiana. Thought about going back to go to Notre Dame, but you're right. Great career at UCLA and now a great career in the NFL. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Working out of the gun, Rivers. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And they'll get him down here at the 23. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. Third down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
Back onto the field now comes the Bills offense. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. To the air, Allen. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Corey Coleman hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Bills have taken the early lead. Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Rivers on first down. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it'll make it 2nd down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
Now a handoff looking right. And some strong running. And he'll power his way up near the 25. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
Hurry up! Wider! Hey, go orange. Orange.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
1st down, Rivers. Benjamin with it over the middle. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger 1st down. A couple of 1st downs on the drive already as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. Now a play fake here on first down. Looking for Benjamin, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Poyer. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Well, when I saw the pressure coming at him, that just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
They go play action here on first down. And he spots Henderson open left side. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That goes for a gain of 31. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Now Allen throwing on 2nd down. Throw right side, going to be taken in by Henderson. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double-team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. So the shotgun snap to Allen. He finds Coleman. He had their lone TD earlier. Now he's got a 1st down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Allen now on 1st down. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And he will bring this all the way up to the 30-yard line.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
And they'll go on the ground. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. Able to fight through 1 tackle. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill out the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Rivers now on 2nd down. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position. Couldn't hold on. 3rd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. open. That's Allen. The Charger first down. Rivers hooking up with Allen.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. And it's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
And on the ground they go with the running back. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
2nd down, Rivers. This will be caught just inside the 10. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
On every snap, the defense is trying to establish who they are, but on 3rd and short, that's really when you put it out there and tell people who you are, and that's exactly what they did. For the offense, they're looking at their offensive line and saying, guys, where are you? We need you on those plays.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And the Bills are going to get the football back. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They'll start on the ground with Breida. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
To throw on 2nd down. Allen, he's going to loft one deep left side here. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Open man is Henderson. That's complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down is Allen. Over the middle, the catch by Coleman. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on 2nd down.
Green 39! Green 39! Gun! 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 Gun!
And again, it's Allen. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Fans do love the long ball, don't they? And he already found his guy once. Tried to give him another chance there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Couldn't connect, but as you alluded to, he does have that touchdown from earlier, trying to keep him in the rhythm. The Bills on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Now Allen again. And this one is incomplete.
Well, they're slinging it, and then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown, out of his reach, and incomplete. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. Now a second down throw for Rivers. Over the middle, he's got Tyrell Williams. A good pickup there, 26 yards. A nice little completion there by Phillip Rivers. And you and I were reading the article yesterday, 5th grade. Rivers had to do a project where he had to make a poster about his dreams and aspirations. So he clipped out a football player from a magazine article and pasted his face on the helmet. That's what he wanted to be, and it turned out okay.
Not so bad at all. Remember, he's the son of a coach. And on that play, I think he made the old coach proud with that completion.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So they move from 136 over to the other as they come up on first down. And they'll go with the ground attack here. And past the 30 down to about the 27. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Here you go, man.
Two minutes remain here in the first half. Back to Buffalo after this. On play action, Rivers. Henry's got it out on the left side. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down. Rivers now 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get him down right about the 20. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. Looking to throw on second down. Rivers throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended target, and that'll make it 3rd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. On 3rd down, Rivers. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
And Sturgis able to knock it through, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they do get the 3 points before they hit halftime, something to build on maybe.
Yeah, go ahead and raise the banner, right? Wave the flag. That's good. Got points, and now, as you said, they've got something to build on as they get ready for the second half.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Bills offense coming out, ready to take over. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. Here's Murray now as they run it to start the drive. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. And now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout, as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. Allen looks to throw on second down. Over the middle, complete. That's Coleman. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. And now the Chargers are going to signal for another timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. The Bills on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39. Hot.
From the gun, it's Allen. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. Rivers now to throw on first down. Caught on the left side by Benjamin. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. A first down throw here for Rivers. Wide open, it's Allen, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 23 yards on the play. And he quickly clocks it, and they're going to have a good shot at getting 3 here before the break. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. This will be a 34-yard attempt. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know but they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
Short kick. One of the up men will take it down. So we've reached halftime here in Orchard Park with the Bills taking the lead into the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken in at the 1. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. Our first look at the NFL scoreboard comes from Green Bay. Early lead in that one for the Packers. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10 at the 34. And they'll run it here. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. To throw on 2nd down. Rivers. And unsuccessful there, trying to dump it underneath. That'll bring up 3rd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground.
Hey!
The Chargers on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. Open man, it's Allen. Rivers to Allen on the hook up there. 49 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Rivers, his throw incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Hunter Henry. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
I know in every game we do, we talk about momentum. That was a momentum play lost. And now there could be a letdown because they didn't get the interception.
Yeah, you could almost hear the collective gasp on the sideline as he could not come up with that football. Rivers. This is caught. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They come out here in the eye. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will get in across the chalk for a Chargers touchdown. A great effort there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Chargers are able to strike for 6. Working out of the gun, Rivers. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Good positioning, and it's picked off.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. Sturgis out now to kick this one off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So here's the Bills offense now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use, just something to get you off to a quick start.
And this is incomplete. Austin Hooper, the tight end, was the intended target. And now it's second down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, second and 10.
Gone! All right, here we go. 3-19! 3-19!
Allen again here on second and 10. That's caught over the middle. Hooper. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
All right, here we go. 3-19! 3-19!
Throwing is Allen on third. He'll air this one toward Coleman. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And that goes as a gain of 37 on third down. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's first and 10 just outside the 30.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Here we go now.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. This is caught. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Corey Coleman with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year. And the Bills are in for 6. So Allen breaks the huddle, and his guys will go for 2 here.
Gone! Set!
Again, they'll throw with Allen. And he's got it. The try for 2 is successful, and it pushes the lead up to a field goal. Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. So Rivers will lead the Chargers up first and 10 at their 36-yard line. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll get this up to about the 40. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up second and 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Now they try the right side here. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Rivers from the gun on third down. And it's complete. Henry. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. Rivers now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Rivers now. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. They'll run it now out of the gun. And some room to work. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to, but they didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. Right back to him on first down. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Hey, Delta! Cluster! Load it!
They go play action. Rivers going for it all. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun, Rivers. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Yeah, this place has notoriously never been kind to visiting field goal kickers. You get those wins that really whip through the inner bowl, not to mention the urban legends about stadium workers opening and closing the tunnel doors. But for whatever reason, this one winds up off target.
After the missed kick, they're in really good position. They'll begin this drive at the 39 now.
Set! 3-19! 3-19!
They go play action here on first down. And that is incomplete here. The tight end Josh Hill was the target, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it. When you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Set! Blue 90! Blue 90! Gone! Hot!
Allen now to throw on 3rd down. He finds Coleman. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent game, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long?
Set. Green 39. Green 39.
Allen. And this is going to be incomplete.
But no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. Able to push his way through. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
So while the offense has had a big day, no one on that side of the ball is excited about seeing a loss like that. Their goal, to make every play positive. And when you have a bad one like that, your next goal is to not let it spiral into more.
Off the play fake here, Rivers. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Calais Campbell in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DM.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well, and that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams. Here's Drew Kaiser now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. The Bills getting set to go. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They'll begin the drive with Breida. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Well, Brandon Pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back at New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. And a nice gain of 21 yards. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Detroit! Detroit! Detroit!
Now it's Breida. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The Bills on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 7.
Now let's go! Green 39! Green 39! Hot! Hot!
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Open man is Henderson. That's complete. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. The Bills passing game getting them down the field. They've got another first down. This quarterback now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10.
All right, here we go. Blue 90! Blue 90!
They run with Breida. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40. He has just been completely taken out of this game. We're in the 4th quarter. He's single digits in the rushing department.
And I know we look at him because the numbers do go to his production. But how about the guys blocking for him? They don't just have his number as a ball carrier. They've got the number of the offensive line and the other guys because they're getting to him before he can get started.
Now let's go! Blue 90! Blue 90! Hot! Hot!
Allen from the gun on 3rd down. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Oh, and they had him stopped short of the first, but a penalty marker down. And that looked like a clear face mask to me. And they've got another 1st and 10 as the penalty keeps this drive moving.
Hurry up, here we go! Blue 90!
So the shotgun snap to Allen. The throw to the left side, caught by Coleman. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. This is Breida. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the pickup, and all of a sudden here it's 3rd down. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
This is 3rd and 2, maybe the biggest play in this football game. From the gun, Allen. This will be caught about the 5. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Now they'll run. Murray. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. One man in the backfield, Murray on 2nd and goal. He's going to get it running right. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? To throw is Allen. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to salt this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated in the amount of time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt-away-the-game drives. What makes them successful?
Well, when you're able to mix run-pass, when you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the chains, I'm using every cliche I know, but that's how you get it done because you're not taking negative plays, and that way you're able to run what you want to run when you get a chance to call it.
Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Chargers getting set to go. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field in this game.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. Throwing, Rivers. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. As they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Here's Rivers. He's going to let it fly. He's got a man complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Give him 30 yards there. Now Rivers. Across the formation, he's got a man. That's Allen. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Rivers to throw. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Trent Murphy in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it.
And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Sturgis adds the PAT. So with just under 40 seconds to go, you figure this is going to need to bounce their way if they have any shot. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day. Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for Buffalo, the win will move them to 7-2 now on the year. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for our visitors, they'll fall to 5-3 with a loss. And they'll try to turn it around next week as they head to Atlanta for a matchup with the Falcons. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.